BBC Radio 1.
The station's first ever female presenter, Annie Nightingale, has died. She was 83. The Radio 1 DJ, Annie Nightingale, the station's first ever female presenter and who went on to become its longest-serving host, has died. She was 83. Her family said she was a pioneer, trailblazer and an inspiration to many. Our culture editor, Katie Razzle, looks back on a life that inspired generations of young women.
Annie Nightingale. Annie Nightingale. BBC Radio 1.
Radio 1 launched in 1967 with no women presenters.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning in a club in Bristol.
Annie Nightingale refused to accept the all-male remit and 3 years later blazed a trail onto the station and into the history books.
I think they thought, we'll have to have one. Who do we know?
Annie Nightingale.
And so I became the token woman.
The first female presenter on Radio 1, she stayed for more than 50 years, her passion for music undiminished.
It's Fatboy Slim live!
Most people, as they grow up, I mean, you know, they lose interest, which is absolutely fair enough. The other things take over. To me, I'm obsessed.
She was 17 when she decided to become a journalist. She got a job on the Brighton Argus and got to interview the Beatles. She became one of the first music journalists on Fleet Street, a pioneer in the largely all-male world of rock. And as the first female presenter on the old grey whistle test, ushered in punk, new wave and a new era.
The Dam! Susie and the Banshees. The Skids.
Some of those who followed in her footsteps have been paying tribute. Radio 2 presenter Zoe Ball said she loved her music like no other and could outlast any of us at the party. And Six Music's Lauren Laverne thanked her for opening the door and for showing us all what to do when we got through it.
Cassius, I love you so.
A champion of the new, the undiscovered. Even in her 80s, her taste in music didn't age. From day one, Annie Nightingale said, "I chose the records I wanted to play and stuck to it ever since."
Annie Nightingale, who's died at the age of 83.
Now, Radio 1's first female presenter, Annie Nightingale, has died at the age of 83. Born in Osterley, Annie joined the station in 1970 and went on to become its longest-serving host.
Radio 1 had begun and it was all male. And I was quite more than shocked to hear that, no women. Disc jockeys are husband substitutes. This is what they said. I couldn't believe it. So I'd write attacking them, and so I became the token woman.
Annie remained on air until late last year with her show Annie Nightingale Presents. News of her death was announced on BBC Radio 1 with presenter Molly King saying she had really championed female talent.